Hello, this is Baron Dipitous again. Sorry for the interruption back there. Yeah, did not expect my mom to call me. But yeah, it was a nice, lovely chat. But yeah, cool. I guess you just wanted to talk for a bit. It's the weekend. I guess neither of us have been doing much this weekend. But anyway, let's continue, shall we? His kind routinely clambers from the depths of the sea dominion to seek greater glory and perhaps a slightly longer life expectancy within your commonwealth. Such an honor it would be to us be assigned the rank of knight and be conscripted onto the front line of the commonwealth against their vicious winged enemies. In the sea dominion, it was our ultimate goal to fight our way to the surface, past our brethren, past the razor leaves, the strangle kelp, the snaggle fins that prey upon our kind. Sir Gilman continues listing undersea dangers and terrors for some time. Past the blood sniffers, the electric scallops, the rogue worms of the frigid current, the paralyzing nets of the far fishers, and even past the scalding waters of the glowing trench. Finally, he trails off. Yet, even despite the myriad challenges of living in the sea dominion, it is each would-be worm knight's duty to abandon that place at his or her soonest convenience. How humorous it was to learn that life within your commonwealth had quite a bit in common with our existence under sea. 'Twas not all pomp and glory, as the stories told. Interesting. Perhaps it is our lot as worm knights to bring strife with us, wherever we should go. For even here it seems it is our kind pitted both against our brethren and all others. He remained silent for a while, and then, well, it is fortunate that his knight found within this place so fine a company as yours. It is a most different change of pace to strive toward a common purpose rather than strive constantly to outperform each other toward one's own self-gain. Although, to the extent we are competing still, this knight shall ever strive to take the lead. Make no mistake about that, Master Reader. This knight is born to be the best, just like all the billions like him. Now, he is off to steel himself. Your pardon, Master Reader. He scoots off somewhere to continue with his self-made training regimen. Gained 1 quickness for the next rite. Nice. Oh, what's this? Xylobones. Would that we all could become musical instruments ere our bones turn to dust. Huh. Maybe I'll strive for that goal. Well, hey guys, let me tell you something real quick. Now, I happen to have heard that Mr. Greentail has moved on or something like that, right? Well, I just wanted you to know he was one of my most favorite customers. Because of that, I'm going to give you some great deals, okay? I haven't really been doing anything with these. Oh, that lightning was it perfect timing. I don't know, man. I mean, I got legendary stuff. I'll just keep buying stuff from him to humor him, I guess. Come see us again, guys. Oh yeah, I get more pages from revealing, from spending money. Everything is set for the rite to commence, and all is quiet amid the dry flats of the cairn of Haub. All there is left to do was wait for nightfall to set it. You observe Sir Gilman sliding back and forth. You sense something is weighing on his mind. This This night. This night. This night is not a night at all. This knight betrayed his former commander, abandoned his brethren of the Sea Dominion. But what is knighthood even? What is knighthood if it means having to follow such a craven as that Sir Deluge? Cease this nonsense, Gilman. Focus on the right. Focus on the right. Focus on the right. He notices you finally. Oh, Master Reader! This knight did not see you here just now, which was his preoccupation. Such was his preoccupation with the task at hand. Now that this knight stands prepared, he has no misgivings whatsoever when it comes to battling his ex-triumvirate. Please consider letting this knight participate, for he has honor to restore. Then a glimmering within the sky shows draws your and his attention. Looks like you got a new one here. Unfathomed Plurnus. Huh. Yeah, these are Cthulhu-esque monsters, aren't they? I think it would be fun to get good at this game. Like the actual right sport. I have never heard of any esports for this, although that would be really cool if there was. Gelman, still not abandoned your new friends, like all your other duties and responsibilities? Sir Deluge wrestles with his mask for a time. This night, he's most surprised that you have the courage even to show yourself. You speak of courage, Sir Deluge, but this knight has little to say to the likes of you. That figures, Gilman. You are no knight at all. You are a teensy minnow swimming in a sea of minnows many, many times your size, and with much more honor, too. Then something comes over Sir Gilman. But just as soon, it fades. Sir Gilman slinks away. Disgraceful! You Nightwings, you are stupid to have taken that one in, and you are no good at the rights. And another thing... We do not fear you! I think you do. Hold a moment, Rita. The crone Bertrude slithers forth, wearing the raiments of the rites. Now that Bertrude is among our ranks, it would be best if you become familiar with her repertoire. You have no obligation to make use of her abilities, of course. Good Bertrude, please show the reader something of your aptitude. We expect thou shalt be soon inclined to bring our sorceries to bear. Long have we studied these rites of thine. Let us show thee what we know of them thus far.
The bog-crone Bertrude shows herself in full. Now I have to wonder what became of her accomplices. Of one accomplice in particular. You watch yourself around her, reader. None are sentenced into exile without sufficient cause.
Weakling one, know that our freedom is of little consequence to us. We side with ye because of Sandalwood, because of his plan. We shall aid ye in the rites, and we shall aid ye in that plan. Thus we are at thy disposal, and await thy bidding.
You shall strive for freedom.
Yeah, definitely.
Sir Gilman.
Yeah, I think her, definitely. Give her some experience, you know? Ye little wretched beings would be wiser not to threaten one of ours. Come then, Night Wings, show this night how you defend the honor of that miserable minnow whom you harbor. On guard! They are quite quick. Oh, they jumped. Dang it! I really shouldn't rely on that. They're just going to jump over it. Wait, there it is. Okay. There we go. Dang it. Yep. Dang it. Ugh. This is not good. Another almost inglorious defeat is imminent. This knight can feel it in his bone. Nice. One more. Yes! Ugh. Curse you, Gilman! You were a fool to abandon us, and now you only twist the dagger in our backs! You still do not seem to understand, Sir Deluge. This knight is no longer beholden to the likes of you. This knight is bound only by the path toward enlightenment. Your words ring false! You are unfit to lead! Shut up! You know exactly what you are, Gilman. You call this knight a craven, yet your courage is a mere facade. And everybody knows, this knight shall see to it. Sir Gilman does not respond, although you sense the words of Sir Deluge got to him. Nice. Thus does our grasp of ancient sorceries grow stronger still. That's actually quite difficult. This one.
The secrets of the wild witch revealed. Till the stars align.
After defeating the Pyre hearts with aplomb, you return to the wagon to find Wolfred and the lone minstrel in the midst of conversation. Most strange that this one star should be illuminated now. This is not what I expected. Nor I, Wolfred, sir. Then Wolfred notices you there. Reader, Tariq and I observed a strange occurrence in the sky is all. It appears that the star of Kalama Rope Caller is illuminated now. It is but another star, except our models and predictions of the cosmos did not anticipate this. Anyway, go see for yourself. I shall make the wagon ready in the meantime. What the heck? You see only a single shining star illuminated far above. It is just as Wolfred indicated. Really? What's going on? The rogue star. Huh. Then we are summoned to the Isle of Kalimur. Deep within the deathless tempest. Have you been there before, Tariq? So long ago. I scarce recall the time, only the scent. It is the place from whence the creatures native to this land sprang forth. Reader, let's not concern ourselves with superstitions held about that place. We'll set forth at dawn and soon see for ourselves what to make of it. Sir Gilman is in a contemplative mood. He has been rather quiet, at least more than usual, ever since his confrontation with Sir Deluge. He notices you there and slides forth in a solemn manner. This knight, he knows what he shall do now, when all this is over, Master Reader. We Worm Knights, we all are born and raised to prove ourselves superior to all the other billions of our kind, to lead our lives, however short, with glory. From the moment we shove past our wormling brethren in their egg sacks to the very end, we are conditioned to excel, to prevail at all costs. This relentless pursuit of glory, of fame, of self-worth, it leads most of this knight's kind only to an early doom. Or in the case of Sir Deluge, it leads to a life of falsehood. A life of low deceit, abusing one's fellow worm knights, shirking one's responsibility, living in constant fear. This knight cannot abide his former commander, yet pities him. There must be more to honor than to lead a life engulfed in endless combat. Then he looks at you intently. This knight shall ever seek that honor out when all this is ended, Master Reader. Thus he vows to you, and he is ever grateful that your guidance led him to this new awakening. But until such time, this knight is duty-bound into the Night Wings. This, the fulfillment of our plan in our pursuit of freedom, is to be his final quest. We reached 40% now. For what awaits him afterward is no mere quest. The honor that this knight has sought. It cannot be fully be achieved through knighthood, can it? It requires something more. I trust you understand. He slithers off, his head held high, though not merely in pride. Something has changed in him. He's gained +2 presence permanently. Nice. Oh wait, we actually got something. Cool. Like... Alright. Wolford joins you as you soar high above the storm-ravaged waters on approach to the infamous Isle of Cailmer. Among its accursed qualities, it seems this wretched storm means I cannot rightly smoke. One of the downside's small misfortunes, I suppose. The wagons driving seem not to mind, at least. In fact, they seem more animated now even than usual, sir. Perhaps they feel some sort of connection to this place. Tariq, do you suppose the dissidents were able to make it here intact? They ought to have seen it in the stars, although we soon shall know for certain. That we shall. Take us in, please, Rita. Let's humor Bertrude for now, as much as I would love to have Tizo hunt some more fish. Make the landing within the Deathless Tempest, far west of where you first breached through to the shores beyond. You wonder which sort of celestial landmark lies hidden amid these waters, though for now, you have some time left before continuing onward. The bog witch Big Bertrude knows much of things growing unseen throughout the land, including things residing here, within the steady currents of Sharp Shoal. We have made note of thy willing assistance. Come along, then, reading one. Why she requests your company in such excursions, only she could say, yet she does no such thing. She instead directs you to collect the foul ingredients she seeks. The reagents seem to disappear into her robes, and you return in silence. Later, you note a new talisman has appeared among the group's possessions, bearing Bertrude's unmistakable mark. Living Flame. Oh, cool. This is like the opposite of what I actually gave to Bertrude. I wonder if I gave her the victory one, she would give me Dying Flame instead. Cool. You approach Bertrude just as she is finishing polishing the various bottles, flasks, and vials that your fellow exiles have collected during your travels through the downside. The evidence of thy travails, how brazenly you put them on display. Ye tempt these lands to swallow ye. She lets out a long breath. Nonetheless, these trinkets stir our memories. not merely of these lands, but of the country whence we came. Know, reading one, that we are here because of Sandalwood. We met him long ago, within the southern bogs. He offered many courtesies, and in exchange we found agreeable. We sought then certain reagents necessary to our studies of the heavens and the earth, and he knew where to procure them. In exchange we were to boil for him our finest inks, a certain recipe, notorious and yet secret. Its stain could never be removed. Oh, but the Commonwealth misliked it. 'Twas then we first began collecting samples of the regions of the downside, for Sandalwood was ever true to his word. Long had we studied this accursed place, Black Basin, the chaos of the deathless tempest, the richness of the bogs of flagging hands, lands so far away, and yet they called to us. Of Molten Melith, if Molten Melith was able to traverse the downside in its entirety an age ago, then surely 'twas not beyond beyond reckoning that we could do the same. Furthermore, but she hesitates. It matters not, reading one. Thou hast indulged our tale long enough for now. She slithers away without further explanation. She seems reluctant to discuss the circumstances of her past with Wolfred, yet you sense that she is here by choice. Tiny tempest. All right. Continue we shall. Isle of Kaelmer. I want to say Claimer, but it seems to be Kaelmer. Oh, a messenger imp with news and rumors from the other side comes huffing toward your wagon, here in the boundless waters of Deathless Tempest. You let it in and offer it some light refreshment, as Ruki would have done. The imp's message turns out to be about him. You learn Ruki's past transgressions have all been forgiven since his return to the Commonwealth. He was even offered a well-appointed home and a place of business. It must have represented just the kind of lavish lifestyle that Ruki always claimed to have had for himself and his extended family. Eventually, and somewhat reluctantly, however, he refused the gifts. Instead, he tracked down Wolfred's agents and gave them ample information, thus emboldening their ranks. The last bit of the message sounds as though it was transcribed word for word from something Ruki said. It simply reads, "The rest of you better get back here soon, or else!" You thank the messenger imp for the report. Soon it has all your companies talking. We understand this Ruki holds no small degree of influence, at least among his kind. Don't you think he must be sad to have turned down a house? I hope he isn't sad. Hard to believe he would have turned down a living in that kind of luxury, though maybe he got used to it out here. Oh, the noble Ruki! He set a shining example to us all. It seems that Greentail had himself a conscience after all. Tizo's happy to learn that Ruki joined the revolution in the Commonwealth. The news of Ruki's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. The messenger imp accepts some scraps to eat from you and rushes off. One hope for the next rite. Nice. Your wagon shudders to a halt at the Isle of Kaelmer. Bizarre outcroppings give it a forbidding feel. In the distance, you hear odd gibbering noises that sound like drive imps? Whoa, guys, how'd you find me all the way out here? I mean, this is for extra special customers. I'm only joking. You're the only customers I got. God, you ain't only joking about that too, because I got tons of customers. It's just, they already bought a lot of stuff today, so it's not here, okay? Anyway, I just got a little something here, which maybe you'll be into. Been hearing about these little numbers for a while now. Check them out. He reveals to you a set of twin rings, a jeweled band and a runed band. Ooh. Interesting. Thinking these things are supposed to be for a couple of lovebirds, you know what I mean? But anybody could probably use them, provided others to buy them off of me. Duh, I was gonna get them for myself, but anyway, let me know if you want them. Well, Ruki's not even here anymore, so... You guys have a good day out there. Here we go. You stand before the bizarre outcroppings of the Isle of Kaelmer. The sky darkens, and in the distance, you hear the sound of gibbering creatures growing louder. The sound of it is unnerving enough that your fellow exiles remain quiet, their eyes are fixed to the stars above. Soon something in the sky above begins to stir. Oh, it's like an eye.
The ancient scribes dragged you all the way into the blasphemous Isle of Cain. Here you are to be surrounded by even more gibbering nitwits than usual. The adversaries you are to confront shall be the dissidents. Extinguish now their fire, and glory shall be yours.
This is like a soccer field. What the heck is this? About that, mates. Looks like we're gonna have to take this one a little serious this time. That's right, because they ain't got Greentail clocking up their ranks no more. He's back home now with his dear old mum, where he belongs. Right time you Nightwings dumped that deadbeat. Gotta have some standards after all. Just the same, we're gonna stomp you to the ground. Get ready! I guess we don't get to learn more about him. Oh well.
Who shall conduct this rite?
Definitely her. Oh, wait. I think that'll do. Okay, I think I'm ready. Been itching for another go? Let's have it, mates. Tear 'em to shreds. As the rite commences, the imps throughout the cavernous area roar with excitement. Oh no! Oh no, no, no! All struggles and our plan. Mere entertainment to these loathsome creatures. Begging your pardon, sir. The imps of the Isle are quite passionate about the rites. Just now they offered a bounty on Soul. If our triumvirate proves worthy, they would pay us. In exchange for what exactly? And where do they get the soul for that matter? My understanding is they wish to see us perform various feats of glory. As for the source of their wealth, who can say how much soul lies lost within the sea? Rita, it may seem beneath you, but the opportunity is real if the soul could be of benefit. Indeed. Then Rita, my boy, it is yours to decide if entertaining these sad creatures is a justifiable distraction during these affairs. We trust your judgment. Now let us not distract you further here. Okay. Salute the imps. Dang it! Well, that was stupid. Nice. Dang it. The imps grow more and more agitated with each passing moment. Some start spilling onto the sacred grounds. I mean, haven't they already? Oh, you little buggers, what do you think you're doing? Blasted little imps, they're getting real agitated, like. Dang it! Yep, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree with you. One more should do it. Ugh. There we go. Oh, you think you're better than us because you beat us fair and square, is that it? Yeah, at least you got me blood to boil a bit. I feel so overwhelmed because the scribes, I think they speak to me and lift me up whenever I begin to think I am going to fall. The strange designs of the 8 scribes, their everlasting sorceries are strong within this land, and we shall yet make further use of them, we think. After you and your fellow exiles overcame the dissidents, you find the lone minstrel tending to one of your own. Bertrude seems to be unwell, though you cannot yet sense why. How are you feeling, madam?
We are terribly weary. We fear that we have taken ill somehow, for ours is a strength not easily suppressed.
I see. Then please do not exert yourself, or try. The lone minstrel motions for you to come closer. Reader, Bertrude appeared rather disoriented and more fatigued than usual. Reported feeling not entirely present. Symptoms of banishment sickness. Oh. She should soon be able to take part in light activities, I think, but under no circumstance shall be able to conduct the coming rite. Now then, I ought not keep you from the stars above. Please, go and have a look at them. For all of us, I think, are anxious to depart this place. Oh gosh. The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. You gaze into the darkness of night, seek now your destination. The withdrawn keep creeping up. Let's fight these people, though. Again we are to face the demon Ignarius and his brutes the Tempers. He is living proof of how the rites favor raw strength of will and body. Wolfer then offers you such details as he knows of your next adversary. Ignarius, a long-time resident of the downside, as evidenced by his appearance. The strongest of the Tempers, he has waited years to earn his freedom. Born to a middling Commonwealth family, he got into trouble early and often, but found his calling in the Commonwealth's not entirely legal red light district. There he took many jobs, most involving his sheer size. Most notably, he was a bouncer at the Starry Eight, where he came to symbolize its reputation. One day, a particularly belligerent guest got under his skin, so he gave them a tremendous thrashing. The club clientele all gave a cheer. However, this guest turned out to be a wealthy chamberlain, who then exploited his connections to have Ignarius arrested and then exiled. This was 14 years ago. In the downside, Ignarius dropped his given name, as is sometimes the custom, and survived alone through his tenacity and strength. In time, he drew the notice of the Tempers, who revealed to him the rites, recruited him into their ranks, and let him work his way up. Now, at last, it is his turn. Ignatius struggles to return to a place that wants nothing to do with somebody like him. He should never have been exiled. Anyway, my boy, I'm off to rest. You wish a good night to Wolfred. Your travels shall come at first light. Oh, what's wrong? You find Tizo here in the Black Wagon looking rather more despondent than usual. When you attempt to reach out to him, he barely acknowledges you. He wishes to be left alone right now. You almost run into Faye as you turn to leave. Oh, I'm sorry, mister. I was just wanting to come check on little Tizo here. I think maybe he's taken ill or something. On further inspection, it occurs to you that Faye perhaps is not off the mark, and that Tizo is unwell for some reason. Come on, Tizo, you're going to be all right. You might be the smallest one of us, but I think you're the toughest. Although Miss Jodariel, I think she's very tough as well. Tizo appreciates the kind words, but still wishes to be left alone this time. Oh, don't be silly, Tizo. You know I won't be doing that, don't you? Faye turns to you for the moment, lowering her voice. Mister, I think Tizo would like a little bit of privacy, if you don't mind, though I don't mean to be rude. It's just, Tizo, well, I told him not to eat something. There was this, well, I think it was a mushroom, maybe, growing in the corner over there. So I see Tizo sniffing at it, and he's always hungry, and usually I try to feed him, but this time I told him no. Because I know my mushrooms, and whatever it was, I think it was a mushroom, but it wasn't one I know. Well, Tizo ate it anyway. Aww. Corroborates Faye's recollection of what happened. So, anyway, I think he's going to maybe, well, cough it up, I guess. I think, maybe, any moment now. Because when I ate things I thought were mushrooms around here, I coughed them up as well. They made me rather sick. Kind of like Tizo over there. Faye reminds me of Luna Lovegood. I'm just realizing that now. I hope I'm not being inappropriate, because it's not polite, maybe. Oh, come think of it, Tizo. Why don't we go outside? Because then I won't have to clean up after you, like the last time when you ate something I said maybe you shouldn't, remember? Indicates he remembers full well and regrets not heeding Faye's food-related counsel. Oh, don't worry, silly. If you've taken ill, then I think you're going to be fine. Once you have a little walk outside with me, because you're very tough. Tizo is beginning to look better already. You're my best friend, Tizo. I won't let anything bad happen to you, or at least I'll try, okay? I don't think anyone could stop you from eating things, though. Then she snatches Tizo up in her arms and whisks him out of the wagon with her. You hear her call back to you over her shoulder. Bye, mister. I'll make sure that Tizo is all right. I promise, okay? Although the prospect of Faye administering medical assistance normally would give you pause, Tizo seemed to accompany her willingly enough. The two have shared a rather close bond since Faye first made contact with the group. For someone like her, who had lived alone for so long, the friendship must be vital. And as for Tizo, you must be impressed that a non-native of the downside seems to know her way around food safety even better than he. Ugh. Alright, I think I will call this good for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. All the best.